All right, hello and welcome to today's live session. We have a lot of job or a lot of work to do today. We have so many pairs to analyze. We are going to be going through all of the 28 major currency crosses, including gold. That's 29 major currency pairs for this live session. Okay, so without any waste of time, let's quickly look into the Forex Factory economical calendar for today to see those high impact news events that are left for us to observe today. All right, as you can see in the Forex Factory economical calendar, this one now is out of the way. I am sure you must have noticed some heavy volatility in Australian dollar crosses due to that employment change and unemployment numbers that were pumped into the market. As you can see, one was better, one was bad, and the other was better. In that respect, you might just see price flip up and down and settles down. Okay, now we are expecting two more high impact news announcements, one from the sterling pounds retail sales and the other from the American dollar. So you want to be careful trading all sterling pounds and American dollar crosses for today. Okay. All right, I hope you are actually seeing my screen at your end. I hope you can hear my voice as well. If you have any problem with the live stream, you have to let me know about that. Okay, let me just confirm that. Seems it's taking too long. Okay, should be fine at your end. The live stream seems okay at my end. All right, now let's move into the charts and conduct our analysis because we have so much work to do. Okay, 1 minute. All right, you can see let's begin with the euro against the American dollar. This is the daily time frame. There is no need to waste time about this. We have over analyzed this pair for the past few days. Now price seems to be making some pullbacks, probably to carry some traders along. As you can see, we got that bounce right there. Okay, I am not going to trade this pin bar. Okay, we will not be trading that. It is not a valid pin bar. It is happening in the middle of nowhere. Do not think price bounce off any of those levels of resistance. No. Okay, that is not it. Even if I have to consider any level of resistance here, it will have to be this one. That's the most obvious swing high. Okay, and it wasn't even tested. Price fell shy retesting that level. So this is what I would like to keep. Let's draw that retracement trend line. Okay, that's the retracement trend line here. Actually, I'm not going to keep too many lines, so let's take this one away. All right, had to zoom in this chart so you can see it very clearly. Let me actually take out this monthly line. Just keep it within the monthly and the weekly time frames. All right, this is the retracement trend line that was broken. Okay, harmonic bounce is right there. Okay, solid breakout. And see that candle? That's a solid breakout of a level that was once acting as resistance, now has been broken out. Heavy momentum breakout bar right there. Price is now making that pullback. Okay, technically we are having the breakout, the pullback, and for a possible continuation move. Okay, now majority of traders have the opportunity to close out their short entries. Price is giving you a second chance. Remember, we had our long entry right here sitting at a break-even position, and I'm not ready to close that trade yet. I will keep that trade running, hopefully to ride that push again to the upside. What are we going to follow right now? In the daily time frame, we will be looking to trade the trend collapse right here. Okay, we are very ready. If price comes down somewhere in here, this is that optimal area to look for your long entries somewhere in there. Let me give you a level. Let me give you a level around here. Okay, the around the 1.1724 area. All right, that's a key area to look for your long entries. Okay, how do we want to trade this? Well, we want to see today's candle push down a bit. We want to see that red candle push down, probably to that area. Okay, then the first green candle close to the upside from this point is where we are going to be clicking on our buy button. Then our stop loss will be few pips below. That will be our stop loss. The projection here is that price is going to move from the beginning of this breakout thrust right there. Let's call this point A, point B. Actually, let me that should not be point A. Let's call this point A. That's the beginning of the breakout. Let me try messing up with this. Okay, let's call this point A, call this point B. Okay, the projection here is that to the pullback aspect right there, let's assume that's where the pullback ended, to the upside. You call this point B. All right, the beginning of the end of that pullback to point C. Okay, that's the projection. The simple technical analysis here is that point AB should be equal to point what am I doing? I am messing this up. I apologize for that. Okay, let's take out this should be C, this should be T. Okay, so point AB should be equal to point CD. Okay, that's your projection. So price should be able to move in an equal distance as from point A to B. All right, price should be able to move this same distance from point A to B. So the distance of point A to B should be equal to point C to D. That's the projection. So if price makes that pullback, the bounce here should move equivalent to this distance. That's from the breakout. Okay, another reason why you have to search for long opportunities somewhere here is using your Fibonacci retracement tool from that low to this high. Okay, any pullback into a 3 key Fibonacci retracement zone, that's the 38.2, the 50, and the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement zone, and pullback into that area is an optimal area to look for long opportunities. So we have a point of confluence here. We have this falling trend line, a counter trend line, coming together around that Fibonacci retracement zone. So this is an optimal area to go long in the euro against the American dollar. If you had your short entry there, I advise you to close that trade out once that pullback is made and begin to look for long opportunities. Okay, what else? Is there anything left unanalyzed right here? I don't think so. Let's take out the Fibonacci retracement tool while we keep waiting for that pullback. Well, I still see this pair. I still see the euro against the American dollar as an absolutely bullish pair. So don't be surprised if price just makes a little turn and begin to push to the upside. Okay, all right, that is it. We are going to let this trade run. We are keeping this trade. Like I said, you will be prompted, for those of you in the live trading room and in this signal service, you will be prompted when to close this trade. But for now, keep the trade active. Do not close it. All right, let's look into the 4 hours time frame. Gobi, you did call for a short opportunity yesterday. I am sure your targets are now hit with the euro against the American dollar. Now in the 1 hour time frame, nothing here really. We could draw this trend line from this low. We could draw this trend line from that low. Just to be more accurate, we could keep that trend line right here. Let me change the color of that trend line. Okay, you want to be very accurate with your trend line, drawing connecting the focal points right here. So if price is able to drop back down somewhere in there, that is the point of support to look for long entries. Okay, in the 1 hour time frame, we might be seeing that hesitation that should continue for some time. You also need to bear in mind that we might be having an expanding triangle in the 1 hour time frame. Let's change the color of this line to black. Keep it within the hourly. Let's have this. Like I said, we might be having an expanding triangle, a sign of market confusion. Okay, you can see how price, the pattern itself is playing out. Don't be surprised to see price push up again from right from that point. Okay, now with this type of price behavior, I will be very hesitant to click on my sell button in the euro against the American dollar. So price in the hourly is already seeing some form of support around that region. Don't be surprised if you see price bounce back up from that point on. Okay, so in my conclusion, avoid clicking on your sell button totally on the euro against the American dollar for now. Okay, at least for now, avoid going short. Be more interested in looking for long opportunities. We are not going to click on our buy button here. We are not going to do that. It is a low quality type of price pattern, so we are not going to trade there. For now, we will only hold this entry, this our position right here. That is the only one we will hold for now, while we keep our eyes in the daily time frame, hoping to see that a faithful pullback for us to take our entries. Okay, all right, so that's basically all for the euro against the American dollar. Now let's look into our other pairs.